Hello. I'm dysregulated right now. My nervous system is dysregulated because that's the regular of what's going on with me. Because I live in a trauma response and I don't know where to put the phone. It's gonna be the worst angle. It's not a good, but who cares? Okay, we balanced it. I am paranoid that something's wrong, that the audio is not working or something, so I'm just gonna test it on my other phone. Why can't I hear it? Okay.
Phone disconnected.
Okay, the audio seems to be working. Okay. Well, I am nervous right now. I'm gonna say it. That's just something that I get shame about to just be a lot of the time. And also there can be a fear of letting it fully express itself in my body, and other people can have a bit of an aversion to it too. It just can bring a lot of attention to yourself, I feel, if you say that to people. I don't know. I don't do it because I'm I guess nervous, anxious. I don't allow myself a lot of times to experience what's actually going on for me, because I don't want to overwhelm people. I feel like an imposition. There's just so much extra BS, really. Extra BS, shame cycle, guilt stuff that's been on top of the trauma response, just what my body does from day to day, just the I do get triggered all the fucking time. My nervous system is and it's fucking annoying. So I'm gonna vent about it today. That's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna feel okay to vent about it, to give it that. I just don't really give a fuck to complain about it. I don't know, and I feel like people need that. And I hope the people that maybe, I don't know, need to just hear someone just, I don't know, just validating that it's annoying. It is just annoying that, my video can maybe help with that. I have an annoyance with I don't know, people not getting it, and I get that they don't get it, but yeah, I just hope this video finds the people that need to hear it, and maybe not as much the people that feel the need to try to fix me or it or the anxiety or whatever, because that's not what it's about anymore in this era of my life. It's not about the fixing. I have OCD stuff, and then it just gets even more out of control when I try to fix. So we're not going to be trying to fix anymore. So yeah, that's growth. It's not the most chill to do these videos as a live stream, but I don't get the video out otherwise right now in my life. I don't finish editing the video because I have to watch myself when I edit it. And I guess I could just film one complete take, do no editing, although I just really can't help myself but perfect the volume levels and just do a little something in the Premiere Pro. I think I just dissociated. I don't know. There's just, the anxiety, I guess, in my body, or not even, it's just a bodily feeling. I've been detaching from my thoughts lately and trying to just reattach to my body, and then I just do feel I feel not well. But it's not about feeling good all the fucking time. That's how I see it. I yeah, I have a perfectionism thing. I have a thing where I try to be perfect for people that also probably don't give a fuck of like how I'm even being for them. It's just more about me and how I feel about myself. But yeah, I'm trying to just like not abandon my inner child. And what that seems to be entailing lately, what I'm learning is it is just like really just being with these feelings of feeling just unsafe or just like out of breath, but not attaching to it, like just letting myself be able to like feel that thing. But it can just be annoying and heavy. And but I'm actually glad that I didn't let it stop me from filming today. It's like I'm just gonna, like, I want to film and share my thoughts and vent about this shit. And like, even though like the feeling in my soul is like not safe, like nothing's safe. It's like people aren't safe. I'm not even safe to myself. Like I got the OCD where I'm like getting over this, I really feel. But like I've had the OCD where I'm scared I'm an evil person, or I'm scared I'm gonna go crazy. And I think I have fears like if I give up control and trying to control everything with my mind, and like that, if I just let go of that, there's this like subconscious fear that I guess it's maybe conscious now. I think there's a fear of not controlling and letting go, is like I can't trust myself and I'm just gonna go cray cray or something. But I have been tapping into the inner trust and feeling a lot better in that regard, for sure. But so it's like, again, for me, like it's not about feeling good all the time and trying to feel better, trying to feel like good and get out of the thing. It's just letting it be felt without all the trauma responses attached to that feeling. Like when that thing comes up or when the trigger happens and I get the like stressful feels in my body, like the trauma response, and like the normal response would be to do I guess different compulsions with the OCD themes. And then in social situations it would be to go in fawn response, so it would be to like placate, people please. I definitely will feel like I want to flee situations, but I guess today I'm just feeling more of just this like heaviness. I guess I'm just like truly letting that energy kind of move through me, and I am just having a lot of these emotions and feelings about stuff and past shit that I thought I was over, that I'm like judging myself for still caring about or not being fully over. It's just like, I guess it's just abuse to my inner child to do that, honestly. That's what it is. So at least I see it that way now. And it's like hard though, because it's like I got this kind of new way of me that like I am stepping into this, like I'm stepping more into my true authentic self, or I'm like getting more in tune with that and like dropping the conditioning. But I have still, like, I don't know, it's like this transition between these two identities, this like lesser than inferior identity that keeps myself small to keep myself safe and that, and then there's this like more empowered version. And then when I start to validate my feelings at times, or when I like give those past situations like attention and feeling about my own feelings about it, because it's like, yeah, I've been talking to people about like certain events and situations that have happened in my life. Like I've been talking about this shit over and over and over again for like years, and it's like, God, Alyssa, you're such a fucking broken record. Like, just stop. But I haven't like felt my true feelings about it. Like the reason I keep like venting about it and trying to get external validation is because I can't self-validate. So it's like I am having feelings now that I'm not, that I'm letting myself feel, because I can do a form of spiritual bypassing, is what it is apparently, is when you like skip over the anger feelings or the like caring about your own self or the hurt or whatever. Like you skip over that and it's just like, well, everyone was trying to do the best they could, or it's like whatever. Yeah, I tend to skip over that, or I say I'm upset, or I'm like upset in that, but it's still like I just can't validate myself. It's just like, oh, but you know, I could have done this differently, and that's why they reacted that way, is because something I did, and blah 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 blah. Like, so I am kind of just like that fucking bitch, you know, that fucking bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm actually, this is for me, because it's for me. Like, it's just so sad that, because I know it's not like this for other people. Like, I know other people have a healthy level of just, like, internal, having their own feelings for their own fucking self. Like, they're not going up to people and having to be like, oh, you fucking bitch. Like, it's not about that at all. It's, like, me on the inside being like, you know what, yeah, fuck you. Like, that was rude of you to fucking do to me, you know? And it's just, like, for my own self to have that. Like, I have just been in my own little internal prison of like other people's, I've been like people pleasing in my head and gaslighting myself about other people's needs and feelings, like to where I feel hurt in a situation and I don't let myself feel hurt at all. And it's about, oh, they must be going through a hard time to have done that, or I don't know. Like, I just, like, don't allow myself to, like, be critical at all, like, internally, in the feelings of it all and the emotions and, like, the inner child. And so, 2025, we're not doing that anymore. Nope. We're done. We're done doing that. But it's not easy. And, but it's getting better, because normally after I do anything like this, I put myself out there in any way. It just, in real life, like at the grocery store, just like showing up to the grocery store, being in a store, like it just causes this like, it can cause this like icky feeling and this exposed stress thing. If I'm just at the grocery store, I don't have to interact with anyone, it's okay. But like, I am that person that's constantly, I'm like analyzing my interactions, and then I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get out of the rumination, get into my body, and blah, 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 blah. But I think why that pattern keeps happening and the OCD keeps happening is because it's trying to resolve this issue that hasn't been resolved. And that issue is just like full self-acceptance, self-validation, and feeling my own feelings, and not having that energy get put into like OCD stuff. That usually causes anxiety. It's just a fucking text sometimes. Okay. Someone is there, is this the same? Okay. Fucking, I can't with the spam people, because this has to be, I knew, I had intuition that this was just like a spam thing, just a random number that's not in my context, just like, hey. So yesterday it was hey from a phone number, and today it's hello from a different phone number, and I'm like, fuck you, I'm actually like, I just want to be left the fuck alone. I just want to be left alone. So I'm in this like mode of feeling my feelings, and there's a lot of anger. If you can't already tell, there's a lot of anger there. So I am isolating myself. I am hermiting myself so I can be the fuck alone to feel my own feelings, because I am kind of triggered by everything and everyone, and it's annoying. The trauma responses that I cannot control, that live in my subconscious mind, body, whatever, it's annoying to like have that. But I think it'll get better when I feel the feelings. And really good news is it was interesting, because the last live I talked about my former counselor. That was like a stressful experience. And then I just was like talking about counseling, and that, I don't know, usually gets brought up like all the freaking time by me. But we got on the topic of the counseling, and I'm like, yeah, just counseling has not been for me, or like right now my life is like not for me. Right after that live, I think it was the next day, I had been on this wait list to see this counselor that does somatic experiencing therapy. which I went to the last counselor for, which ended in a little bit of a re-traumatizing experience situation, unfortunately. And it's so fucking different this time. I went to this consultation and the vibes are so different, and I feel very taken care of, and that I will be safe. And this person seems to be very passionate about the somatic therapy, because I went to the last counselor for that, and she kind of did some of it, and then she just like stopped doing that, and then just like sat and watched me, and just, it was very uncomfortable. So I'm like, oh my god, yay, I finally get to actually do this like therapy with a facilitator. That's cool. And I told her I was worried about, I said I don't know if I'm ready. Like, I was more on guard because I'm like, yeah, this last time I did the whole counseling thing, it didn't go well. And so I was just more on guard about, I didn't want to feel entrapped, like, just because I met with her this one time, like, I now have to do it. Like, I had to make sure the vibes were, you know, I had to listen to my intuition this time. And so I told her, like, yeah, I'm worried there's stuff I'm working on my own that I can't get in the counselor's office too, like inner safety, and I feel like I need to like be alone with my own self. And so I'm working on that right now. And so I just worry that I'm gonna like rely too much on external validation if I, you know, that's my worry with the counseling stuff kind of thing. And then, but yeah, she was very for, the therapy, yeah, it's not a talk therapy. And so this is the stuff that I had wanted to do last time, and it didn't really end up being an actual thing or consistent, or that it just like kind of turned into talk therapy. And then just what felt like someone just literally sitting and analyzing me just like literally crying out for help, like me being such a dark place, and the person not even once just being like, are you okay? Like, okay. So anyways, yeah, I'm obviously, there's still feelings there about that last situation that I've been feeling. But I wrote a new song. I had written a song called Let It Be Cringe that I talked about in the last live I did a few days ago. And then I've written like a new song, and I've been treating the music way less stressful, and because, you know, I get the trauma responses with everything, so like music was not, I turned it into something not fun. I guess I didn't have much control of what was getting triggered. But like, I don't know, I guess I got sucked into that whole belief system thought pattern, and now I've kind of changed my beliefs, and I'm really just trying to let go and have fun with it, and like not have any expectations, not have any expectation of outcome at all, and literally just like enjoy the experience of creating. So recording has been very intimidating for me, but and you know, I'm avoiding it today. Like, I wrote the song, but I didn't actually start recording it, like producing, mixing. That's like what I want to do, even if it's just a very simple version. It's the stuff I've been working on, and then like the projects just never get finished. So I have been kind of, you know, I started to feel the stress again today. I calmed right down when I like was in my song and feeling my feelings and writing my song. And then I wanted to work on it today, but then like my body's rejecting that a bit. And I'm trying to not just like, I guess, make myself do it. I guess I'm trying not to like force myself to do it. I came out in my car to go for a drive and listen to music to actually just regulate my nervous system a little bit before I did. Actually, you know, I wanted to go get a sugary treat. Yes, I did. I wanted to fucking, when you're anxious and it's like, you know, caffeine's gonna fuck you up more, but there's something about that mood boost. There's something about like the dopamine that the caffeine, it's like, maybe I can just sip it real slow, and it'll be okay this time. And that has worked out for me sometimes. I don't know, I gotta be careful with that shit, but so I haven't done that yet, but I haven't gotten my little ice cappy thing, but the roads are horrendous. It's been snowing a lot and the roads are not good. And of course, I'm someone that's just like not a chill driver. I also get fucking trauma responses driving. You know, I actually people please when I drive. Yep, I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I'm sure a lot of people can't. I people please when I drive, and I focus too much on, like, I'm like anxiously attached to the person behind me. I'm like, am I going too slow for them? Am I going too, I don't think you can really go too fast for the person behind you, but yeah, it's like, am I enough for them? Am I being enough? Am I being good enough for them? Am I being a good driver for them? I'm way too fucking focused on what they're doing and like so hyper vigilant. It's like the other day, I think someone maybe was trying to get in my lane. Like I noticed for once that I wasn't as conscious of like trying to really help the person beside me get into my lane, even though they were in my fucking blind spot. Like I just sort of was focused on what I was doing, and then I realized like, oh shit, I think this person's been trying to like get in my lane, but they sped up and it's fine. But I usually am always just, I just slow down for people and let them in, but I guess that's when they're not in my blind spot. Like I couldn't really see them, and then I still like have a little blaming myself in a way, almost like, oh, I should have helped them, I should have let them in. It's really, it's a lot. It's not like healthy. It's not bad. It's not a moral thing. We're not going to judge. We're not going to have shame. We're not going to have guilt. But it's like, it's, I don't know if I like the phrase, it's not healthy. I think it's like, I don't have to. I don't have to look out for everyone. I don't have to control everyone else's experience. And that's actually just depriving them of their own experience. It's almost, it's kind of like a belittling energy almost in a way. It's like, it's, I'm not trying to fucking do it. It's like out of like intense fear of why I do that. And but it's like people can handle their own. Like people, like, you know, they're a big girl or a big boy. Like they can handle their own, you know? So, yeah, I want to give up that control. Yeah, I don't know if I have much else to say. I guess I'm trying to, I want to get the sugary caffeine drink. I still want to get it. And I think the way to do it is to be like, hey, I'm going to get it. I am going to have a little treat. I'm going to have a little self-soothe because I'm still planning on like going into the recording studio, you know, doing my little thing in my room and working on my music. But you know what? I'm just going to make it feel a little bit more cozy and comfy. And yeah, maybe fucking caffeinated beverage is not the best thing, but sorry, I have a free drink because my punch card's filled up at this local coffee shop, and I that's where my I guess I'm in lack mentality where I'm like, it's got to be the free thing today. It's got to be, I don't know, that's just what I prefer. I could get a slice of pizza, but I'm not vibing with the gluten. I just like don't want to eat it because it makes me feel tired. So I really don't need more energy, but that's I don't know. I am trying to just sit with it. I tried to like give a gap of time. I tried to like not just go directly there. I thought maybe I'll just like go for a little bit of a drive first with the music and see how that regulates me, because like the sugary stuff, the cravings or the need for that thing is definitely a way to regulate my nervous system. And so I've been doing less of that lately, but it's just like hard fucking not to. Yeah, and so it just like directly conflicts too with the conditioning of having to be perfect and always do the right thing, and you know, the controlling and everything. So it's like this direct conflict too, where it's kind of like, well, I'm not gonna make myself be perfect and like, oh, that's not a good thing to, you know, regulate your emotions with ice cream or sugar. You know, it's just some fucking times it's like I am feeling a lot of shit. I've been doing a lot more just sitting with my stuff and not distracting and meditating and just like sitting there and like, I'm with you, and like I cried a couple times the other day. You know, I don't do that usually. I fucking shove that shit down because I don't want to feel weak, and that's bullshit. It's not weak at all. It's strong to fully fucking embrace and feel your emotions, but it's vulnerable as fuck. So yeah, I don't like to cry in front of people. I guess it's like sometimes it's okay. It depends on the time and the place. It's like if somehow I feel the cry is justified, it's okay, but then other times I'm like, no. So anyways, love you guys, and yeah, it's just, it's fucking, I'm with you. If you go through just your nervous system, just like it's fucking annoying as fuck. It's annoying, but you're not alone. So love you, and I'm going to go now. Okay, bye.